You tuned in to the 7-day theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. No jumper. The Parasite podcast. That's what I call it. Parasite. Leeching off the culture, just like the Vlad TV. Leeching off the culture, but trying to tell us what we can be, what we can and can't be offended by. This white man didn't grow up around black people, is not part of the culture. He got popping from the SoundCloud era of No Jumper, from interviewing SoundCloud rappers. SoundCloud, it blew up a whole bunch of artists that he interviewed. That's how he blew up. Okay, that's why he has hit this place in the culture from that. If not for that, somebody would have been done smacked fire out of Adam's ass. Pause. Would have been smacked fire out of him. The way he be talking to these brothers on the podcast be wild. Like I'm really surprised nobody hasn't already, or even behind the scenes, just fired on him real quick. I'm really surprised that hasn't happened yet. And it's probably because they want to keep their job. I get that, right? You don't want to lose your job. You at the workplace, right? I get that. But he's telling, they're having a conversation about Mexicans using the N-word, and let's talk about it. He's saying, Adam is saying, oh, Mexicans can say it because they ain't racist. They're not racist. So nobody that if a person is not black and they say nigga, it has, if they're racist or not, really they ain't got nothing to do with it. Just if you're not racist, that don't give you a license to say the N-word. It don't. And I've been saying this. It's my stance on it. If you're not black, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. I'm mixed. My dad's black, my mom's white and Greek. And people still be trying to give me flack for me using the word, and I'm black. And so I feel like if I was white, let's say I was white, right? I wouldn't even want to say the word because I know it's offensive. It's offensive to some black people. So if I was not black and I was white, I would not even want to say the word, wouldn't say the word at all. He's saying, oh, because they're Mexican and because they're saying it as a term of endearment, that it's okay, that you can't be offended. He's trying to tell this brother that he can't be offended by another race saying the N-word. Come on now. It's black people today. It is black people living today that don't even like other black people saying the N-word to each other. It's some black people, and people have been saying this for years, that we should stop using the word. That we should just stop, because us using the word and calling each other nigga and all that, right? Using it as a term of endearment, we totally flipped the word from what it originated from. Some people think that we shouldn't even say it to ourselves, right, within our own community, because then it goes into the music, just like it has, and other races obviously listen to this music and now they want to say it, right? So if we don't say it, then they won't say it, right? But I feel like we're kind of past that point now. But I do get that stance. A lot of black people have that stance that we shouldn't even be saying it to each other, right? I totally get that. I totally get that stance. But I feel like y'all, it's not y'all word. It's our word. Think about what we did. Like, really think about what we did. We took something that was so negative. One of the worst words in the English language is the N-word with the hard ER. One of the worst words ever created, right? White people took that word, put it on us, and everything that's negative is tied to that word. Like that word is completely. I really can't think of a worse word, right? And definitely for to be called that by another race is one of the worst things you can do, right? Obviously. But we took that word that kind of dehumanized us, that made us feel less than human, made us try to make us feel ignorant, all that disrespected, all that, right? Everything that comes with the N word, with the hard ER. We took that and flipped it and turned it into such a term of endearment that now that other races want to say it and even call I've seen on the internet white dudes calling other white dudes nigga. Like now like he's saying other Mexicans calling Mexicans nigga, all right? So it's in popular culture, right, at this point. But I'm with dude. I feel like if you're not black, you shouldn't say it. Just point blank, period. And people know that there are, and Adam is just spouting out these percentages that ain't got no basis in truth at all. Not like none. He said 1% of Mexicans hate black people. How you know that? How you know how much percentage of Mexicans hate black people? And let's break it down. Let's be honest. It ain't just white people that are racist. Chinese people can be racist. Every race can be racist. So it ain't just white people that don't like or hate black people. It's damn near a lot every other race, right? I'm not saying the whole race. I'm saying, but there are other races that are racist, just like white people is. There's Chinese people like that, Mexicans, Spanish, all that. Even to the point of when they had the who was it on? It was like Love and Hip Hop or something where she was Afro Latina and she was kind of darker skinned and I guess in the Latino world, I'm not Latino so I don't know, but in the Latino world, like they'll be racist, like they treat Latinos that are darker skinned worse than they treat Latinos that have lighter or white skin, right? That goes on. And that's like self-hatred right there, right? And even in our community, we people have dealt with that within our own race. People might either treated light-skinned people better or dark-skinned people better, right? These situations happen. But he's spouting out all these facts, all these percentages about he even said that at the end he was talking about the hard ER don't even get used no more. Nobody says that word in modern times. It gets used like 1% of the time. But what is you talking about? Last summer, car was not running. My car was broke down, right? I was walking everywhere. 2 days in a row, I was walking to the gas station right around the corner from my house. 2 days in a row, car full of white people, like two white dudes, 2 days in a row, rode past me, yelled out the N-word with the hard ER at me. Obviously, they didn't stop because they cowards. They only gonna say it when they driving by. They're not gonna stop because they cowards, for real. Because if they really wanted to do something about that or really hated me that much, they could have stopped their car and we could have got active, straight up. Because I don't play when it comes to that word, being called that word. I've dealt with racism my whole life, for real. So for him to say, "Oh, nobody uses it," and nobody uses the hard ER N word no more, that's a damn lie. Like who? And then he said, "Oh, I can't have an opinion because I can't even be alive because I can't even exist because I'm white." No, what you can't do, right? What you can't do is speak for how black people feel about other races using that word. That's what you can't do. You can say whatever you want to say about how you feel about it, but really it don't matter how you feel about it because you're not black. You're white. You was raised in the suburbs. wasn't wasn't raised around no black, like nothing. He's only in the culture, like I said in the beginning of the video, because of what he did in that SoundCloud era, right? Like Adam22, he didn't. I've been saying this. I've been saying he's a Parasite podcast. He is not of the culture at all, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. All right? But he has this large following within the culture. Right? And at first I was a fan of No Jumper. I thought, okay, oh, he's a cool white dude and all this. Then the more I started watching, I'm like, this dude, he is not one of us, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit, right? So for him to say, oh, don't get, like, nobody gets called the N-word by racist people. No, it happens. It happened to me personally less than a year ago, because that was last summer. It ain't even summer yet. 2 days in a row, people rolled by me, yelled out the N-word with the hard ER. So it still gets used today. Adam don't know what he's talking about. When it comes to topics like this, he should just shut up, for real, because you don't have no say, and you over here get, like, for real, just his tone. How you getting mad about how I feel about about another race saying nigga? How you getting mad about that? He was trying to turn up and everything, getting loud, putting his hand in dude's face, like. It's really sick, for real. I'm really sick of that shit. Like, you can't, like, we don't tell y'all how to feel about y'all words. Y'all can be offended by whatever y'all want to be offended. Y'all allowed to be offended by whatever you're offended by. But to tell somebody else what we can be offended by, or we can't be offended by, when that's our word, we made it up, it's ours, right? We flipped it. We turned it into a term of endearment. Okay? But people want to feel entitled to, they feel entitled, like, oh, well, I can say anything. It's free. We got freedom of speech and blah, 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 right? All that. It don't matter. It don't matter. Like I said, if I was white, I wouldn't even want to say the word. It's not my word. I'm not black. I wasn't raised black, and it really don't matter if you is raised around black people when you're not black, right? It really don't matter. Even if you was raised in the hood, or went to a mostly black school, or in a mostly black neighborhood, because guess what? That's not your culture. When you go home, if a white kid was raised around black people, when you go home to your white family. You're not going home to. That's not your culture. Your white parents is not saying nigga around you, right? They might even be saying the hard ER around you if they're racist like that. So I don't get that point if people make it, oh, I was raised around it. It really don't matter. You're not that. You're not that. It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Shout out to everybody who watches my videos, likes my videos, shares, all that. Love y'all. Love the support. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Oh, shout out to John Paul. We do got memberships, $1.99 a month. If you do sign up for the membership, I will shout your name out in every video. Shout out to John Paul again. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day